elementary. It's school, not an anthropomorphic furry version of Herman Granger. Detective Holmes with your Dear Watson bullshit. Only thing you're detecting is a boner in your pants, you perv. Quick side note. Did you know Emma Watson was born a Paris? That means she can never be president of the United States, the dream job of all froggish dames. But back to elementary. It's a time of learning, being carefree, or, if you're me, being such a dullard in the dome you can't read. Attention. Sound it out, Lil James, you got it. Attention deficit, you dummy. That's why we can't learn good, or it's from having our mind altered by being as a youth. But what happens in elementary when an older businessman offers you cash to skip class and go with him to a distant planet to smush bugs? Take the offer, duh! Not only is cold hard cash becoming more difficult to come by with all these crypto coins and digital horse breeding, it's never too young to start making connections and developing your business portfolio. And speaking of businessmen, I'm a failed one.
And I'm a businesswoman.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Oh, yes, guys, I threw my notes on the ground because I am excited and you shouldn't be scared. You're in one, motherfucker. Guys, I have a bone to pick, or as someone would say from Family Guy, he'd say, I have an axe to grind, or whatever the hell he said. This is already getting off to a splendid start. Splenda start. Guys, speaking of artificial sweeteners, you might use them in coffee. And I have a bone to pick with all these fuckers out there trying to instruct me on how to make coffee with cold water. No. I'm putting hot water in the coffee maker because I respect the machine, because when the singularity comes, I don't want them to be overworked. I want them to feel pleasant and being like, hey, you want to know what? Humans, we're just going to make things run a little smoother. We're going to be in charge. We're still going to be working. You guys are in charge right now, and you guys are still working yourselves to the bone to practically suicide. Uh-oh. So yeah, guys, respect your coffee maker. And oh, wait, no, I had a transition written. And I'm going to, I welcome the singularity. You want to know why? Because then I can be my Nintendo Switch playing Hippo Dash. And speaking of people who play my heartstrings, that is, my bride.
You're going to say Hippo Dash.
Oh, no. To play my Hippo Dash? Or you play Hippo Dash?
Speaking of
Hippo
people
Dash.
who play Hippo Dash, except no, because that's a terrible game.
It's a bad game. 2 thumbs down when it's $1
Definitely not a
on
sponsor.
Switch.
It's a trash.
Hey, if they want a sponsor,
It's
man.
a trash.
I need the money. Actually, I mean, like last month I did pretty good.
Talk about how good that game is.
Hey,
for
I
money.
will. It's a weird game. I just think we don't have big brain theory that's needed. Nicole Jacobs.
Hey.
Speaking of big brain theories, she loves Big Bang Theory.
That's not true.
Yeah, you are like, yeah,
you're the one
universe,
that like had it on DVD.
Yeah, I really loved Big Bang Theory until someone ruined how all the jokes were, and then I was like, oh, this show sucks now.
Yeah.
I still say that Christmas special, I think in season 2, flawless episode.
Okay.
It's a good one, guys. I might be watching it for Christmas this year. Thoughts?
Not excited for it.
Favorite Christmas special guest? Go, I'm kidding. We haven't introduced you yet. But can we, Nicole?
Can we what?
Introduce our guest.
Sure.
You introduce him. You're the bigger fan of his.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm kidding. I'm the one who's the fan. Guys, our guest.
Guys, welcome our guest.
No, please. I have like thoughtful things.
So you were just fucking with me.
Yeah, of course. Obviously.
Fuck you.
Ooh. It's okay. Before we introduce him,
our guest is horror to the core.
Okay. We are recording at 9. So either it's one of two things. Either we're going to be exhausted or it's gonna be a manic episode.
Yeah,
it's gonna be manic. Manic like the satanic panic baby of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I was flexing. Who was I flexing to?
Me.
Oh, to our guest. Guys, there's no
to the moms of the 80s.
Okay. Satan's cool, bro. Our guest today, do not interrupt again, Nicole. I see it in your brow.
Joke's on you, I don't have eyebrows.
Yes, I know. Our guest, I speak no hyperbole in saying this, is a legend in horrorcore. I've enjoyed this man's music for years now. You may know him from his contributions in Cryptic, his lovely solo oeuvre, his production work on many albums. It's Komatose.
Hello, out there in podcast land.
Hell yeah. I forgot to ask, should we just call you Komatose or are you fine? What do you want to be called?
You can call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for the snacks, baby.
Ooh, your favorite Halloween candy? You got a lot of Halloween stuff in the background.
Halloween candy? Let's go ahead and say Fifth Avenue. Big fan of the Fifth Avenue.
What's a Fifth Avenue?
It's like
no
a Butterfinger, but like softer.
Oh.
No, Butterfingers, when you bite into them, they got that little bite back at you. Mm-hmm. This is more mellow.
They used to call me the Butterfinger Bandit because I would steal Butterfingers from Speedway.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
See?
Who's they? Just yourself?
It was self-proclaimed. No one knew that I was stealing Butterfingers.
You fucking.
Because he ate them all.
Yeah. I just shoved them in my mouth and they were like, where's the evidence? And I said, nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
All right, the Butterfinger Bandit strikes again.
Yeah, and they said, we can smell it on your breath. And then I say, and I can smell jizz on yours.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Nicole, we have a fantastic guest. I already regret making him watch the episode of Fiveman.
Yeah,
that
it was.
Oh, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
It was fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, hell
about?
yeah, yes. But
I'm confused.
we have, whenever we get an audio engineer on, whenever we get someone who knows their ways across the boards, but not like the theater boards, they're like sound boards, I like to ask them this. Everyone knows what a mic stand is, but what about mic stands?
Mic stands.
Yes, this is another segment of mic stand.
Is that like STANZ?
No. I mean, yes, you could do, but STAN, like the M&M word in the dictionary. What microphones do you stan?
Oh, that kind of stand. Like, I stand this.
Yeah.
I have been using an AKG, 300? I don't remember, 300, 400 for probably the last 10 years.
Hell yeah, I'm an AKG man myself.
Yeah, this microphone in front of me is a Rode NT2.
Ooh. Is that for video production? That's what it looks like?
Yeah, it's my shotgun mic.
Hell yeah.
And I use it for my Twitch too.
You ever walk up to, like, when you're booming something, you go, boom. And
All the time.
Hell yes.
If you have a shotgun mic and you don't do that, you're hustling backwards, dude.
Have you ever recorded a shotgun with a shotgun mic?
No, but now I want to.
All right, we got to. Nicole. I actually watched a movie in preparation for this, and I was like, man, the Foley work on this is so forward. We watched Madman today.
Nice.
And everything recorded in ADR, it feels like it is like right inside your ear. Like when people are walking around, or especially when they're like making out, I'm like, guys, tone that down a little.
I'm getting a little hot and bothered.
Actually, just bothered.
Just bothered?
Yeah.
Then you need to watch that again if you're not getting hot.
Okay. In the beginning where she's just wearing like lace underwear, and you can see her pubis, I'm like, damn.
Very nice. You got the nasty pubis.
Well, we have some segments planned for people to get to know you more. The first, would you rather do one music related or how do I say this without giving it away? Gourd related.
Let's go with the chaos option there. Let's go with the gourd. Yeah, the gourd. That sounds really intriguing.
All right. Comatose, you are known as the Pumpkin King.
Am I?
Yeah, aren't you?
Okay. No, we dropped that moniker about 5-6 years ago.
Well, you were
But
once
I used
known
to be. I used to be.
as the Pumpkin King. So
The pumpkin in your background says otherwise.
Well, I mean, it's still part of the gimmick.
yeah, the Uglier still had a pumpkin on it.
It sure does.
So,
and my current mask is still a pumpkin too.
Are you? You're down with the monarchy. You're saying. I mean, you're not down with the monarchy. You're like saying down with the monarchy.
Down with the monarchy.
Okay, so you're the pumpkin president now.
Sure, the great pumpkin. If you
Okay. Well, we want to get your thoughts and opinions on pumpkins related items in the world.
will. Okay.
Nicole, do you want to bring up the list, or do you want me to just list off these things?
I think you should list a thing and then look at me and see what I can think of.
Okay, all right. First up
on the spot
is pumpkin seeds.
You just want my natural reaction to pumpkin seeds?
Yeah, like yes or
Good
no.
or bad? Yes or no?
No, I'm gonna say no. Like that shit is just fucking annoying, and whoever decided to like eat those afterwards, y'all fucking nuts.
Nicole, I think likes them, don't you?
Yeah,
You've cooked me them before.
probably.
No, not for me. I'm good.
They're fine. If you dip them in Kool-Aid, oh my God, delicious.
What the fuck?
See, that might be a thing. I might try that.
All right.
Lime Kool-Aid. Lime Kool-Aid.
You put the lime in the pumpkin and you shake it all about.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Nicole, what's the next one?
Pumpkin carving.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Goes hand in hand with seeds.
Nice. Yeah, duh.
A seedless pumpkin, would that be cool? A gutless pumpkin.
It would be unnatural, so I'm with that.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Pumpkin pie.
Yes. Absolutely yes.
I wish I need to find a gluten-free pumpkin pie that Nicole can eat because I just want to slather Cool Whip on it and
You could just make one.
yeah.
I mean, there's at least one bakery.
Yeah, but I want to be able to
Near
get
us.
it for, in quotes, free.
Right.
Like, are you like Superman, like allergic to the gluten? Because can we do like a pie here and a pie here, one with, one without? But if it's like in the house, do you like melt away and die?
I'm trying to think of a joke answer, but I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just eat the
I
guts
failed.
of it.
Just eat the guts of it.
Yeah, just eat this pumpkin filling.
Right, just don't eat but the crust is like so
Yeah.
good though.
It is.
Okay, I'll make a crust. Oh, no, this is what we do. We get like gluten-free pita chips or whatever, and you put, you like
Perfect.
scoop out the,
I'm so pissed.
that you haven't thought about this before?
Why wouldn't you say gluten-free graham crackers?
I don't know.
We just melt cheese. Or has that got gluten in it?
No?
See, just melt some cheese crust.
Oh, a cheese crust. I was like, you're drizzling the
Pumpkin.
cheese on top.
No,
Does
no, cheese crust, man. Oh, wait, am I thinking keto? I'm thinking keto. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All these diet fats, I can't keep up with them.
I don't think the filling of a pumpkin pie is keto.
Yeah, it's fine. It's Thanksgiving. Our natives wouldn't want it any other way.
Nicole, what's the next one?
Oh shit. Pumpkin spice latte.
I hate pumpkin spice anything.
Okay, hell yeah, same.
So then you hate pumpkin pie.
No, because that's pumpkin pie. It's not pumpkin spice pie.
Yeah,
Big
you
difference.
put pumpkin spice in pumpkin pie.
We put cinnamon
That's
in
what
pumpkin pie.
spice is.
No, pumpkin spice is pumpkin pie with spice.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's this. Listen, I'm a food scientist. I know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, you definitely didn't go to culinary school.
You
I mean, you
did.
definitely did go to culinary
I
school.
went to fat school. All right.
Also-
I didn't get this weight by not eating good things.
Nicole, you dropped out of culinary school. It doesn't
On
count.
blast. On blast.
I dropped out when they wanted to do chocolate sculptures and make fucking marshmallows by hand.
Or did you flunk out when it came to pumpkin spice?
Oh shit.
Ooh.
You know that spice class I did probably was gonna fail.
It's a good thing you didn't take
You
that
had to
spice
memorize
class.
spices just by looking at them, and I was like, "This is
wild.
fucking stupid."
Yeah, you also like if you would have even inhaled too much, you could have turned into one of those worms that make space travel possible.
Sure.
That's from Dune.
All right.
Spice.
Exactly.
The spice.
I saw a video
Sounds
on
like
Dune.
something from Rick and Morty.
It's ASMR. The spice.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I popped a bone, dude.
I didn't mean to turn you off. My bad.
Next one is, we got to churn through these. Calling your child pumpkin.
I don't care. I don't feel any way about that whatsoever.
Calling your spouse pumpkin.
If I'm your spouse, that's fine. Otherwise, no.
All right.
What about that pumpkin ass?
I'm for it. Actually.
What about a dog named Pumpkin?
No.
What?
Not at all. No, not at all.
What about a dog?
I don't feel that at all. That doesn't sound right. The only time you name animals after food is if it's meat. Like you can name a dog Salisbury, whatever, meatloaf. Just not fruit. Don't name it a fruit.
later.
T-bone.
What do you mean? When the apocalypse happens, you have to be prepared. That way you don't feel bad when you eat your little buddy.
I mean, our cat would definitely eat me if I died.
Yeah.
Yeah, cats are assholes.
In a heartbeat.
I don't know, in a heartbeat. He'd it would take...
Did you see him yesterday? He was literally, I fed him a tree and then he was just trying to eat my finger.
Oh, well, don't put your finger near him. He was also just drinking cauliflower water, so...
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah. So speaking on dog names, what about a dog named Rowboat?
Rowboat? I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
I'm really all right with that.
Hell yeah, Nicole. I'm proved vindicated.
All right.
And then we'll go out on one last one. Pumpkin-shaped candy corn.
No, because you said candy corn. That shit is for the fucking devil.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say it needs to be shaped like a kernel.
Well, I mean, you could shape it like anything. Just fuck no. It's terrible.
It is. Gross. Disgusting.
Wow. That's because you have to get the Brax brand. If you get like any other brand, it tastes like chalk.
It's bratch.
Bratch.
It tastes like old syrup.
Delicious.
Hey, any syrup I'm fine with, guys.
Put those on a pumpkin pie. Done.
New, old, prenatal syrup. I'm down for it.
Prenatal syrup sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Prenatal syrup is just like when your water breaks, but it's just you peeing a little. I don't know.
Nectar of the gods, baby.
Yeah, Bindu, baby. He's into tantric, Nicole.
Yeah. I'm a worldly individual.
Yes. Okay. Should we do... Let's just talk horror movies.
Okay.
I had another segment planned, but no, I want to know the scariest horror movie you would recommend people.
Scariest? There is no such thing as scary anymore, I don't think. I think it's more creepy or unsettling.
Okay.
Or fucked up.
Yeah, fucked up. I mean, fucked up makes me just like, oh, I should wash my soul. Like, last time I had to wash my soul is when I watched Serbian film. That's definitely one you just watch and go, yeah, I experienced it. It's not very scary or just very repulsive.
I heard the plot of that and I said, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like going to see a Kiss concert. It's a part of Americana. You just got to try it once and say you did it, you know? Serbian film, Kiss, same thing.
A Serbian film is Americana.
Yeah, sure, why not? That's how I roll.
I mean, it tracks. America steals shit, so
See?
claims it as its own.
I had a good time with The Host. That was made during the pandemic. It was kind of like Paranormal Activity, but on like the internet. That was kind of fun. That kind of creeped me out a little bit. I had big fun with Hereditary. I loved Hereditary a bunch.
I thought that was just a normal ghost movie going into it. And then when, spoiler alerts for a movie that came out a few years ago, when her head goes off, I'm like, why did we watch this?
Yeah, for real.
Then it becomes like a family drama. And I was like, I don't like this at all. But I loved it in that sense.
It's and to the sense where, like, I'm watching and I'm like, okay, this is kind of, you know, just dragging along. And then she starts rolling down the window and gets some air. And then we all just in the theater are like, whoa, that's some shit.
Why'd that happen?
Did they do that?
Yeah. And then we wake up to her face on the highway. Just, there it is.
With ants crawling inside of it.
Yeah. Just, ants got to eat too, bud.
The scene where the mom is like flossing her head off with piano wire will be forever burnt into my mind.
Yeah, I love that part. It's good stuff.
I'm like, she's showing range since United States of Terra.
Yeah. Colette's badass. Toni Collette is badass.
Mm-hmm. Nicole, what's the scariest movie you've seen?
I don't like the most scared I've ever been was when I watched the first Conjuring movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say, well, let me rewind back that up a little bit. I would say when I first saw Paranormal Activity in the college circuit before it became popular and everyone was like, oh, Paranormal Activity. Like, I have never seen a theater experience of full-grown people sitting in front of me, like when they show the date when it says, like, night 6. Like, I saw people literally just sink in their chair, like, I don't want to see this. That shit was a fucking trip, and I had a blast watching that. I was actually afraid of my own attic crawl space in my bedroom that night because I had that same ceiling hole in my bedroom.
No,
and every fucking noise I heard that night, I'm like, no, we're okay, we're good. So yeah, that's probably the most scared I've ever been of a fucking movie.
People are probably annoyed of me talking about this, or maybe they're not. Maybe they haven't heard
the thing,
the McPherson tape, UFO abduction.
I have, yeah. That's because it's kind of like that blurs reality, And I don't want to fuck with aliens.
Yeah. Oh man. And we saw it like on YouTube in like 140p, so it seemed like that masked,
all that grain.
Yeah, it masked any like low budgetness of it, and it just made it look like a real thing. And I think the acting is flawless in that. I read people saying, "Oh, the acting's cheesy." I'm like, "Oh, I think it's just because it's real people talking opposed to people acting."
Exactly, 100%. And that's kind of why I like, Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch, shit like that. It's because they're given a situation, they're told to improvise. And that's how people really fucking talk.
Oh, I love found footage. People who are like, I don't know. I'm like, why? It's scary.
Yeah, it's fucking fun.
Well, let's get into Fiveman. So we asked this to all of our guests. What was your experience with either Super Sentai or Power Rangers before you got onto the show?
Well, Power Rangers came out when I was in 7th or 8th grade. So I was kind of like, it's a kid show. I'm not going to worry about it. My little brother, though, was much younger as me? 6 years, 7 years younger than me. So he was all about it. So I had to voluntarily watch it, I guess, or involuntarily watch it when he got home from school. He had to throw it on and do the thing like, oh, God, go, power, kill me. I just couldn't fucking stand the show, couldn't stand Alpha of all fucking things. Like, I just wanted to stab my ears every time he talked.
Oh, man. Alpha's got that cake, though.
That booty?
Yeah, Alpha's got a fat ass. Rewatch it and you'll be like, wow, they let that on a kid show.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll have to take a gander. And then wasn't Mr. Belding Zordon?
I do not know.
Is Mr. Belding before your time?
I only know he sat on his balls in a table read.
Mr. Belding is the principal from Saved by the Bell.
I think that's who sat on his balls in a table read.
I've never heard of the sat on the ball story, but that sounds great.
There's a story of
just like the only thing you know about a person is that they
hold on. Nicole, discuss. I need to make sure I know.
He's fact checking right now.
Who sat on balls in table read?
This is great.
Wow.
Mr. Belvedere.
Mr. Belvedere. I did not know that. That is a fun fact for today for me. Thank you.
Yes, because I listen to like a lot of comedy podcasts of people who write comedy. That's a constant story told amongst writers' rooms is, one time Mr. Belvedere, I think it was like, he just like went to sit down real fast and then like winced and he was like, I'm afraid I have sat on my testicles.
Except he would say it with a British accent.
Whoo.
That's awesome.
But yeah, what'd you think of Fiveman today?
Fiveman was freaking phenomenal. I absolutely adored the shit out of it because, first of all, it's not in my native tongue, so I don't know if they're acting well or not. Mm-hmm. But reading it along, and I'm just a fan of strange things, period. Yeah. So this couldn't have got any stranger, and I watched it at the end of my workday because I had nothing to do at my job. So it was a great closer to my day, and Yeah, I was a fan of the pig monster and the killer red genie that was there with the big head. It was just good stuff.
Hell yeah. I'm so glad we've only had one person say, out of our many guests, say like, yeah, I didn't like this show.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they don't have any fucking soul, man.
The group of friends that he is around are like, yeah, he's like a comedy robot. He is very good at coming up with funny stuff, but it seems as if he just goes at home and just shuts down for the night.
I don't even remember who it was.
It was Brian Duff.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought you were saying Fiveman specifically.
Brian Duff, you need to broaden your horizons, bro.
Yeah, they redubbed Juco B Fighter, like this comedy collective did, which was what Beetleborgs was based off from. Okay. And he just hated it. He's like, I don't know why anyone would watch this show. And then when he came on our show, he's like, so you guys like this, or is this like ironic? And we were like, no, we earnestly love this show. He's like, oh, okay, then I have to like rethink everything I wanted to say. And we were like, no. If you don't like it, we want to hear your perspective.
Right. Because you got to have that. You got to have the left, the right, the up, the down, the diagonal. It's everything.
As is above, so below.
Yes, exactly.
The yin and the yang twins.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole.
I mean, it's...
What's
yeah,
up?
Okay.
What's up? No, what?
No, nothing.
Did I get the quote wrong?
No,
so above, as below?
No. Okay.
So shall it be written, so shall it be done.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Yeah. Was it backwards when I originally said it, or did I say it correct?
I don't know.
Well, what were you going to say?
It's not important.
It's so important. Any thought that comes from your head is important to me, God damn it.
Actually.
Okay, do an actually to me. Make me a beta cuck.
But then if you're talking about a specific thing, then maybe it is that way. I don't know.
What?
I'm not gonna do this.
Because I was like, if it needs to be the same. It's not the opposite?
No, that's not what I...
What? There's supposed to be a telephone ringing right now and I pick it up and it's like, I don't know, my dad dying? Was that in the movie?
Speaking of that, no one ever fucking... Or wait, no, they do. In The Ring, I was like, no one ever calls and says, you'll die in 7 days. But then I was like, oh, wait, they do.
Yeah, I think a couple times.
It just only happens like maybe once or twice, so I didn't remember it. In like all three of those movies.
We're talking about the Japanese version. I think in the American one, it happens nonstop.
Oh, okay.
Ringu.
Yeah. Oh my God. Such good movies. Ooh.
I do love J-horror.
Yeah.
Actual J-horror, not Americanized J-horror. That shit's garbage.
If I'm remembering correctly, you told a story about seeing Ju-on at after maybe a concert with Shy One, and you were terrified of it.
Wow, how do you know that? That's amazing.
It's something that's been stuck in my head for always.
That is an actual fact. Mondo came up to my house. We were actually, this is kind of nerdy. Mondo came up to my house because we were in the same SOCOM clan. And our SOCOM clan got together at my house. And that's how I actually fell in love with J-horror, is he brought Ju-on up to the house and we played it like after a huge fucking SOCOM session. Popped it in at like 2:30 in the morning. We had the fucking surround sound cranked. And when Kayako does the...
Oh, no.
I'm like, what? Because it came from the behind speaker and I'm like, who the fuck is back there? But yeah, that Shy One introduced me to that when he came up. That's an actual fact. I can't believe you know that.
Oh, and I was like, hey, let's watch that because he's going to be on the show. So then we watched Ringu, and I was like, Ringu's the much better movie, but isn't as scary. I thought Ju-on was terrifying, and Nicole's like, yeah, what the fuck's up with this? Like, this isn't scary at all. I'm like, Nicole, what are you talking about?
Ju-on 1 and 2 are so good.
So watch the sequel, you're saying?
Oh, yeah. The sequel's just as good as the first one, if not better. There's some cooler shit that happens in the sequel.
Hell yeah.
I want to watch more of them, but you're always like, I'm too tired.
I woke up at 5 a.m. Well, you're like, hey, I slept until 11. So by the time you get home and by the time...
sleep until 11.
Well, I can't.
Bro.
Either like mania is taking over my body and saying, you need to do all this work stuff.
Then
is it Hulkamania or just regular mania?
Just mind and life-shattering mania.
Okay. Hulkamania is really hard to shake. The other one's not so bad.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I was never a Hulkamaniac then.
Okay, bud.
I'm just your father instilled too deeply work ethics into you.
Yeah. And you have mental illness runs in your family. So.
And so does physical illness. I'll probably die of a heart attack, Nicole.
Hopefully.
Wow.
Better than...
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be like someone once a day they put my fingers in a deli slicer, and each day it just thins, and that's until they just cut
just
me in half.
once?
Yeah, just once. Ugh.
I hate
I think you
that.
could probably die of infection before that.
Okay. I think that's a worse way than dying of a heart attack, though.
Yeah, because that's kind of quick.
Yeah.
Just a big, heavy pain and then bye.
Because an infection is like going into your heart and slowly infecting that or your brain.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then...
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, that's how I want to go out.
Okay.
Nicole, how do you want to go out?
Oh.
In a blaze of glory?
Like the devil's rejects.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Except they didn't die.
No, which was, figure that shit out.
Yeah.
Evil dies tonight.
Yes.
Oh, God,
yes.
no.
Yes.
God, no.
What was your thoughts on Halloween?
I hated it.
Man, I
absolutely
loved it.
hated it. I know. I heard that episode and I'm just like, oh no. How many more times? Why does the whole town have to be like, evil dies tonight? Like it was Frankenstein all over again. I just wasn't feeling it.
Well, and I was thinking about it more listening to the Dead Meat podcast episode. And I was like, you know what? We actually had that kind of where we grew up in Muskegon. And I don't think like that would ever turn into this. Like this is very ridiculous.
What's
That
his
serial
face?
killer.
What's his name? I reference him multiple times in songs.
Jeffrey Willis?
Yes, Jeffrey Willis.
Yeah.
Local serial killer Jeffrey Willis.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning, like when Jessica Herringa disappeared, if they found
this
someone,
is like what? How many years later? 40?
yeah. But now okay. If Jeffrey Willis killed, let's say, how many people died in the first Halloween plus
like 4 people.
Yeah, it wasn't very much.
but then in the flashback we find out it's like 2 more people.
That's retcon. I don't count retcon.
Okay,
Sure.
well, let's say kills those people. Well, no, he also killed his sister before then, so like we can add that. So like he's an urban legend now.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's gonna remain nameless. That's a shout out to a Komatose song.
It is. I pick up on that. You make me blush a little bit.
So like let's say Jeffrey Willis did that and then came back later and then started killing people again. I think it would.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even know those people were dead yet.
And you would, and here's the thing: you wouldn't hang out with those people in a karaoke bar 40 years later. Like you're not friends with them. You're not hanging out with them. You don't get together every year and be like, "Remember when?"
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Evil dies tonight. No.
And yes, I am all for like being like, sure, why not? That could happen. But like this just is like too much. And like isn't for like a fun thing. It's just like, yeah, it's not for fun reasons.
I guess I'm lenient on this because one of my favorite movies is Spring Breakers, and they are constantly saying "Spring Break, bitch" in just different variations.
Fair enough.
So I think this is more of an art film.
I had fun with the movie. I'll tell you that. I didn't hate it, but 2018's Halloween kind of set a higher bar for me that I thought like, man, this Halloween Kills is they're gonna knock it out the park, and it was just kind of more of a gore fest and violence, which is that's fun, that's fine. But I just felt the story of, well, we're survivors and everyone's gonna kill the Frankenstein monster, and we try, but then we fail, and I was just like, the story is bad, but I had fun.
Yeah, and I was saying like there were like genuinely like scary moments in the 2018 movie, and in this one I don't think I was ever like scared at all.
That dude trapped inside the burning building, that was scary. He didn't have a mask on.
Yeah.
Just reaching down thinking he's gonna grab his friend up. No, man.
Like it was, I don't know,
it's a dead-eyed boy
because he just like murdered a bunch of people, but like I don't know. But at the same time, like it is a slasher movie. But
like, it's probably my 3rd least favorite Halloween. I heard you guys' rankings. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I think it's one of my favorites.
She's nodding with me, see?
I think if it had a Rob Zombie score in it, it'd be a lot better.
That would fix it.
Yeah, just like chugging guitars. Why not?
I'm with it. Let's rescore the movie with the old soundtrack and see what happens.
Let's rescore it. That scene where like all the firemen are trying to kill him, but we'll do the like bling ding 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 like Benny Hill style.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing Crazy Frog.
No, a ball. Where could we throw Crazy Frog in Halloween Kills?
In the fire.
Oh, you're just saying literally throw him in there.
In the fire, yeah.
Please murder Crazy
I think
Frog.
it's when they're like driving through town and they're like, let's get going and find Michael. It's like, bah, bring, ding, 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 ding.
Perfect.
I could be a music supervisor on a movie.
We need to talk about this fucking episode, dude.
Yes.
Eventually we will.
So this is Fiveman. They're all teachers. Luckily, they actually mentioned that in this episode. As a student in middle school, high school, whatever school you were in, what kind of student were you?
Oh, terrible. I was the kind of person who I didn't do homework. Homework did me.
Hot.
To be a successful musician, you can't graduate high school. That's just a written rule.
Oh, no. That's why I have no success.
Yeah, that's why you suck, bro.
Oh, you graduated? Go back in time. Fix that, bud.
Oh, man.
Can I get a reverse GED?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I did. I went back, got my GD, and then I went to college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I'm smart. I had no ambition to do fucking homework and shit like that.
I did the opposite. I didn't do homework. I made sure I got everything done there. Like during lunchtime, I was like, I don't want to talk to you guys. I'm getting done with this homework. So once I leave, I brought no books home. In my senior year, I just took English classes and then a PE credit.
Yeah, I was on the 6-year senior program.
Whoa.
So, yeah, we was good. We stopped going. I got my ex-wife got pregnant, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a job. Fuck high school. This is enough.
And then you were like, hey man, I got to become a legend in this horrorcore genre.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
You said,
Gotta be a legend, man.
There is a child who is clearly depressed, but no one is like helping him with this. Like he goes to swing on a swing in high school for 3 hours every single day after school. Clearly he's depressed. What can fill his ears? Oh, me, Komatose.
That how that went down?
Yeah, I was just sad listening to The Last CD on the Left and
buddy.
And An Evening to Dismember, like on like a burnt CD back to back.
Nice.
Loving it.
Well, I'm glad I could get you through troubling times in your life.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem, man. That's cool.
Wow, admittedly stealing.
Well, back then there was no way to purchase the album. I do own the album now.
There was 2 away back then. God damn it.
Oh no! Like at the time I was there, I think it was all like out of print. And then once it came back into print, I purchased them.
Okay.
I'll show him. I own them.
With you. I don't care.
I
really
think even
care.
autographed it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think it was
fucking sweet.
At a Strictly for the Wicked.
Yeah, probably 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah. We hung out at one. I know that.
Did we?
Yeah.
I'm bad with faces and meeting people. I love when people actually approach me and say, "Hey, I'm a fan." It's like that's fucking sweet. Mm-hmm. But like I've met so many people. So many people have told me, I'm like, "Have we met?" Because hey, hi.
Yeah, I'd be
people
surprised.
Like, don't you remember me?
If
I'm
you
like,
remembered.
I'm sorry.
I was also a 17-year-old boy with a Hitler mustache. So
yeah, now you're 30.
Yeah,
from what I hear.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that was many moons ago.
I'll repost the picture, audience.
Oh, I would love to see it. I would love to see it.
It's you, me, and Ruckus, and I'm just like cheesing so hard.
Well, that is Strictly for the Wicked #1. Mm-hmm. The only time Cryptic ever performed live.
And I was loving it. Hell yeah.
That's awesome. That is super awesome.
But let's get into this episode.
Okay.
Today we watched episode 7 of Fiveman entitled The 45-meter... Nicole, did you transfer this into American?
Yeah.
But she's not going to tell us.
No.
Cool. The 45-meter elementary stud or student. And in this episode... Stewed, yeah. Wait, stud. Wait, no. STUD spells stud, right? Like mud. Get out of here, Nicole. In this episode, quick rundown. The Dong Man, the merchant, hired a child who is a giant from a different planet to kind of just cause a ruckus while he was off doing bigger plans. And he was a bad student, so Kazumi teaches him how to count, and then he counts the ways to the grave to the zone. Fiveman.
45 meters, 147 feet.
Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa, you just knew that?
I mean, again, I'm a worldly man. I didn't fail high school because I was stupid. I failed high school because I was dumb.
And because you had bigger ambitions, legend and horrorcore.
That's what it was. Got to be a legend.
Yeah.
Why was everything flanged, the early stuff? He's laughing very hard. You can't hear that on Discord.
I love you so much for saying that. That is fucking hilarious. And I'll show you on video why it was flanged. Because of this unit right here. That is the first digital audio workstation that I've ever owned. And I've had it since, or actually, excuse me, I haven't had it since. I lost it. And then a friend of mine actually bought me a replacement one as a gift just to have.
Hell
recently.
Yeah.
So Ruckus actually started with that. He's like, did you check the effects board on this thing? I'm like, yeah. He's like, we're just going to rap on this setting. And I'm like, well, okay, let's do it. And then we just always use that setting on that BR8.
Okay, my thoughts was it was like to mask some recording imperfection of like either like loud noise, echo or something. But no, I very much enjoy that you instantly had one, that you knew what I was talking about, and two,
yes, because I actually got tired of it. Ruckus loved it. I'm like, can't we just use our regular voice? He's like, no, this is like our shtick. This is how we sound. I'm like, all right, man, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, because that was probably from like 2000 to like 2004. Every album had that flange, and I was like, what? Why?
Because we're dead. We're from the grave, and we don't sound normal.
Okay, that actually, that makes sense.
Yeah, James.
Totally makes sense.
But not an asylum. You guys were inmates.
Yeah, that's because we were alive then. We had normal voices. We weren't dead yet. We didn't get sent to the electric chair and or lethal injection. There's a whole story for this.
But you still had the flange.
Did we?
I think so.
No, because I didn't have this effects board. Those were karaoke tapes back in the day.
Okay. Not even No Rest for the Wicked? The cursed cut?
Oh, yeah, that was on there, but I don't think the flange was on that. I think we did regular voices with that.
And then, guys, that is all the insider horrorcore stuff I will talk. That is it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
sure.
We can talk afterwards if you got more.
Okay. How come Return of the Digital Killer never came out? Laughing very hard. Where's Creature Feature? Where's Duality of Man?
I love this. You know everything. This is fucking amazing. This is so cool. Okay, let's get on with the episode.
Okay. Nicole, what's your first note?
Wow. So this giant child is... Well, I guess my first mental note, though, was just like, why are you throwing breakfast food everywhere? It's such a waste.
It is a waste.
Weren't they transporting it by tossing?
Is that what it was? I didn't understand why they were throwing it either. I'm like, what is happening?
Like the pancake was done and they were like, here, catch.
Yeah.
It's your breakfast. And then they almost dropped it and I was going to be pissed.
It looks like a clean floor. Like this all looks like sleek stainless steel, all the walls and floors.
Mm-hmm.
You do not know where their shoes have been.
I think their shoes are also stainless steel and they're house shoes.
You don't know where Arthur has been.
Arthur, I think, has only been indoors.
Arthur is a filthy...
He's a filthy robot.
I don't doubt that at all. This being a Japanese show, yeah, that's probably a filthy fucking robot.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Most kissable robot, go.
Yeah,
BB-8.
Yeah.
BB-8?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd kiss the fuck out of that robot.
See? See? Universally accepted.
I'd use him as a Kegel ball.
Oh my God.
Wow, that's some big vagina walls there, bud.
Anal wall, bro.
Oh.
Men can do Kegels as well. Flex that prostate.
There you go. Keep it healthy.
Yeah. That bean in your butt.
Proud partner of the Tokusatsu.
Okay. My first note on here.
Yeah, what's up?
Can we give it up to Japanese TV show theme songs?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because like every Japanese TV theme song I've ever heard. It's just been epic. And this was no different. I was just like, fuck yeah, this is on point as shit. Love it.
A lot of woes in it. That's what I love about it.
Just everything. The power guitar riffs never let you down, ever. Good stuff.
Hell yeah, Nicole. I like that we find out that the Dong Man, I haven't committed his name, the merchant, he created this landmine.
Dongaros?
Probably, yes, for 100 million of their currency.
And it was a thumbtack.
Yeah. And we find out then, like, how much he then paid this child was just 5 of their currency.
Yeah, probably like $1.
Oh, you know the conversion rate?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're not going to let us know. It's 1 for 5.
I mean, I said it was $1.
Okay,
So
all right.
She did the math, man.
All right.
don't fucking worry about it.
I worry. You know that about me. That's why I wake up at 5 a.m.
Hulkamania, brother.
Oh, yeah. Is eating together at a dinner table, so back on that, is it actually good for emotional growth as a child?
No,
I
not
have
at
no
all.
idea.
It teaches you to be coddled, that you need to be around people all the time. Got to learn self-sufficiency.
Nicole, did you eat at a dinner table?
Yeah, at my mom's.
Okay. So maybe maybe that's why you're not utterly depressed. And
I don't think it's about like coddling the child. It's just parents wanting to spend time with you.
I think Coma
Take your food, go to your closet, and shut up.
Yes,
See, your parents didn't give a fuck.
Because I think before my parents' divorce, we did eat at the table most nights.
Yeah, I did too. I'm just, fuck it. I want to be Harry Potter. It's okay.
As someone who is currently trying to get Nicole to move our bed into one of the closets and sleep in there one night.
Yes.
I would love that.
See?
Let's do it.
I have
Nicole.
all the answers, apparently.
Yeah.
Our closet is too small.
I think it
anyway.
could fit. Hey, if you had.
Listen, just get yourselves a little tent, a little sleeping bag, a little air mattress. You're good to go.
We have all but
Too
the
big.
tent.
Oh, you don't even really need a tent. That's just for decorations purpose.
Okay. Nicole, I think your closet could fit our bed.
No.
I'll do the measurements. It's
Do
also
it.
a memory foam. So like if it doesn't perfectly fit, it will still like be able to like roll up on one of the sides and will be good, which means I get to roll into you.
Aw.
Nicole hates me being near her while we sleep.
I'm sorry. That's rough. That's rough, man.
Yeah, for her
Yup.
that is. Because she wants it so bad, but it's too hot. So again, as above, so
I just
below.
I can't move, and I hate it
You
when
need to be a
people
corpse, bro.
like breathe on me. I hate that.
She doesn't like your breathing. She doesn't like your body temperature. Just keep off yourself and then snuggle up. It's fine.
Have your heart attack early.
All right.
And you
Now we're
get
talking.
all the cuddles.
I wonder if I could will a heart attack. Like if I got
my
like
God.
angry enough.
No.
I'll try. I'll try anything twice.
Death. I'll try it twice.
Yeah. I'll flatliners and then come back and then flatliners again.
Feel scanners.
So, yes.
Do they do that in scanners? I don't remember.
No, I don't. They just blow people's heads up.
Yeah.
Thoughts on scanners?
It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I saw it once when I was like 12 or 13. I don't think I've ever revisited it.
Okay.
I'd say that's accurate.
The Brood's much better as a movie.
I don't think I've seen that.
Ooh.
The like body horror aspect of it is way cooler.
We still got to watch The Fly.
We gotta watch Videodrone.
Yeah, you do.
Done. I just uploaded it to Singularity.
Fuck yeah. Next no.
Next no is
Who's driving the trailer?
the 5 trailer.
Is driving itself?
No, it's the 2 other siblings.
Are you sure it's not Optimus Prime?
It could be. It could be ran on Energon.
I'm telling you, like, paint jobs do happen.
Okay.
But I think it's the twins were driving it, weren't they? Because Ken and...
You're asking me, the
And
person
Kazumi.
that said who's driving the trailer.
I thought you were like being like, oh, who's driving who? You know, like one of those thought-provoking
What?
questions.
Who's the catcher? Who's the pitcher?
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's the twins driving it.
Okay.
And we find out that, like, so when this their vehicle blows up because a landmine hit one of their cars. Their vehicles, the big Zords. I forget, like, not everyone has seen this, and, you know, we might have extra people listening because we have a legend here. I know that I'm using that and it sounds pejorative, but I do believe that you are.
Oh, thank you.
Like, you made horrorcore sound how it should sound.
I'm going to sleep well tonight.
I'll be trying to be a corpse tonight.
Attaboy. That's progressive thinking, and I like it.
Yeah, so they blow up and they go in and Ken's there, but then Kazumi's just out. And it's like, how did she fly? She was not wearing a seatbelt. She is unsuited.
Yeah.
And
unzooted.
Yeah. She is not high at all. Maybe they were high driving.
Not a scratch on her either.
Well, I think that's because she was suited, and then maybe when she flopped on the ground, she became Zero Man.
I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
Because everyone knows if you wear a super suit, you can't get scratched anywhere.
Yeah. It's like, it's mithril. It's fine.
Yeah, I totally know what that is.
I didn't comment on it because I wasn't sure if you were going the Final Fantasy route or the Lord of the Rings route.
It's fine either way because it's both dragon scales, bud.
Okay, all right. There we go, Nicole.
See?
Or maybe just
full circle.
Maybe just Dungeons and Dragons route.
Let's do it. 1d4. Roll.
They're on the table. I can't.
Okay, that's fine.
They're somewhere on the table. So during this like child kaiju scene, I did think like we made our coolest guest watch this episode because like this I think is the most like childish of all 5-man episodes.
Right, yeah.
Because the first I'm gonna say I almost felt like this was a Sesame Street type of episode because they were like 2 + 2 and I'm like, where's Cookie Monster?
Yeah. The first episodes, the first 2 are the like most epic, like their parents die. You see like the alien race that they were like helping to rebuild their planet get shot by lasers. And they're like children are holding other alien children being like, where are you still alive? Why aren't you moving? And then like 5 episodes later, it's like, we're going to help this giant alien count.
I get the math episode. Thanks so much.
Yes. But this alien...
Is this because I didn't graduate high school?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Full circle. There it is.
It is just because this was the episode. We could have done a Bible Man episode with you.
Oh, man. That'd be fucking awesome.
Well, hey, if you want to come back on...
Yeah, I still can.
We'll get you on a Bible Man.
Episode 2. Let's do it.
Hell yeah. The monster's eyes looked like a human being's. So I was like, I want to protect this child.
I hate it. I thought
it was just an overgrown Gamorrean myself.
Said they get an F for fugly.
Yeah.
I thought he was adorable.
No. Stepping on a pencil. Good. Yes or no?
This was the lesson that I learned from the episode.
Dull side.
No matter if you're like big, small, alien, earthling, rancor, Gamorrean, don't leave pencils on the floor. Otherwise, you're getting fucking Jesus feet.
Yeah.
That's the lesson I got from this fucking show.
And this is how, I mean, besides like, oh, he has a backpack and he has little shorts on. He's a child giant. But then she's also like, and listen to him cry. He cries like a child. And it's like, no, ma'am, I impaled my foot with a spear. Everyone's going to cry like this.
And like legit impale, like you can see the hole in his foot and the spike protruding upwards almost towards his knee.
Maybe this alien race has like a type of healing factor, like they heal very quickly because they didn't treat it at all.
Yeah, that's true.
They let them to die.
They just pulled it out, and it was like his coloring pencils, which means this kid had sticky fingers all on this. That is crawling with germs.
Sure.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Antiseptic is needed.
Yeah. They just yanked it out. There could have been splinters in there.
Nah.
Okay.
Blatant disregard for any safety.
Ew. I do like the bit. So like Fumiya, the Black Ranger, he in school is like a language teacher. And the bit that any alien race, he just immediately knows the language is very funny.
So that's how he did that.
Yes.
I didn't pick up on that. I'm like, how does this guy translate for an alien to English that he's never met? But okay, I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, I think it's established in the second episode. They're infiltrating a base and he's pretending to be one of the alien race, and one talks to him and then he's able to say a full sentence, and they're like, wait, when did you learn that? He was like, I'm a whiz at in linguistics. Of course I know. Also, so the zone accosts the merchant and say like, wait, that's a child? You purchased a child. Like, we're war criminals, but we're not sick. Why did you do this?
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah. The child clearly has not seen those like videos where it teaches you not to trust strangers.
Stranger danger.
Yeah.
I think this was a trusting man who gave him 5 credits. I would have probably.
You know what you can do with 5 Imperial space credits? Like, the world is yours.
Yeah. Especially if you go to like a different planet where the conversion rate is astronomical. You could own the planet.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. You want that new space yo-yo you've had your eye on? You got change coming back, bud.
I'd love to own a planet, but like in the like dominating sense. Like own
Galactus.
them. Like what?
Like Galactus.
Doesn't he eat planets though?
But he owns the shit out of them first, doesn't he?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you're right. He does eat them.
I would love to eat a planet. Why not?
I wonder what that would taste like. Probably really salty.
Just like dirt.
Dirt and salt.
I'd love to eat a gas giant.
Okay.
It's, that's what planets.
You could just put your mouth on her butthole and let her rip.
Beyblade style. Okay.
All your dreams can come true tonight, bud.
I just have a couple more notes, which is it would have been devastating. So like the Golian, I think is what it's called, is the giant thing that normally copies a small monster that they have on their arsenal, but in the sense of like Rita Repulsa's Make My Monster Grow, every single series they have to find out a way to make a small monster a big monster. So this thing normally just copies DNA, becomes a big monster. But it was like, oh, this thing can possess this child. And it would have been devastating if they successfully did that. Because then it's like, oh, we have to fight this kid that is also our friend, but also is a minor.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Is that what the Michelin Man was? Is that what that white thing was?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was the Michelin Man, and I was like, what an unexpected heel turn he took.
I know. I do not like the design of it.
Yeah, and then the Michelin Man forced himself on that little pig guy, like he was all in his butthole. And then, luckily, though, the pig boy, he had on his electric chastity belt, and he exploded when he tried to get in his ass. I was like, hell yeah, protection first, bud.
Yeah, that part was like actually kind of scary.
It was sad, yeah.
Well, rape is never fun. It's always scary.
Yeah, I wanted this child to be protected.
Yeah.
Which is
He
something
had on
I
his
normally
electric
don't
underwear,
say.
and that explosion happened, and he was safe.
I think it was they shot at the guy. I don't think he did. Was that established? It was something he was wearing?
I don't know.
Just an explosion happened. That's what made me laugh about it.
Okay.
I was like, why did that explosion happen? Does he have on electric underwear or what?
Maybe he had a bomb in his backpack that he was ready to take to school.
I see what you did there.
So Dongaros actually did that planet a favor.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then through learning and being intelligent, the kid's like, hey, you want to know what? I don't need to just blow things up. I can work for the government, make bigger bombs, and legally blow things up.
Yeah. Gotta
And he
play
learned
the
7
game.
plus 4.
Yeah, that's 11.
The world is his.
I had a friend named 11. She loved Eggos.
That's my friend too.
Hell yeah. Do you know 11?
No.
Oh, God, fuck
That's a
you,
sad,
Nicole.
sad
Because
state
you
of
do
affairs.
this joke all the time and it's never funny, but you always have like
What
the
joke?
biggest smile on your face, like it's the funniest shit ever.
No, I was gonna all of us are friends with 11. And yes, I do say.
I call her L for short. I mean, if you're really her homie.
Yeah, I call her Ven.
Ooh,
Because she's
spicy.
always Venmoing me shit. And she also Vimeos me a lot too.
Huh.
She's like, check out this art short that I saw. Oh, wait, you need a password to access it. Let me get that to you.
It's Hopper.
Do you know where fucking...
So that purse that Dongaros has is
Dang
pretty
it.
cool.
I could not think of the hashtag. Do you know where Barb is? There we go. I needed to say hashtag in order to know what the phrase was.
I love it. Absolutely love it. She's in the pool, just relaxing.
Forever.
Yeah, it's a comfy pool.
I do like how he said, my precious mustache, when that was getting yanked on. And I think that's all the notes I have.
I have one other note here that Pigman keeps his love for the small Asian women 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Because he tattooed it on his finger at the end. The little Asian lady was telling him. He's like, you know what, little Asian lady? 100. All the way.
100.
100.
I did also have one more note that I, too, when I'm scared, put all 8 of my fingers in my mouth and just run around saying, oh.
Yeah.
This monster's cute.
If you say
I
so.
disagree.
I'm going to look at the concept art because we have like a huge encyclopedia of all the original concept art. And
that's awesome.
We'll see how cute he is there. But we have one more segment and then we're going to hop on out of here. These are teachers and they use what subjects they teach to help them fight the zone. There's, like a math teacher, language, music.
The 5 elements of learning.
Yes. So if you were a teacher in the Fiveman, what subject would you teach? You could teach any subject whatsoever. And how would you use that to defeat the zone?
Well, it's easy. I would teach Mexican-American history because I'm actually quite an expert in it. And
Hell yeah.
I received a Student of the Year award in high school for it, even though I dropped out of high school. And I would use that knowledge because I would then have knowledge of all the banditos. I would have knowledge of all the Aztec and Mayan weapons and their sorcery and all that good stuff. So that's easy squeezy. I'd have an entire Aztec empire or Mayan empire plus the banditos with their bandoleros to take them on.
Hell, I think I never really think of these when we ask guests like, oh, this would be the 6th Ranger. I could see this being a for real 6th Ranger.
Sure.
Because then it's like, hey, we're getting another culture into Super Sentai. And then like we could then market this to other markets, other countries. This is good.
And then they could throw tacos.
That too.
See? Another food to throw around at the table.
What would like your special attack be?
Well, I mean, I would just lean on my Mexican heritage and just do planchas from the top rope. A little frog splash action.
Which it's baffling that a Super Sentai motif hasn't been pro wrestling because it's so big in Japan.
Yeah, for real.
A lot of they incorporate some of that into fighting choreography, but it's never just been like, hey, it's pro wrestling. It's weird. All right. This was a fantastic episode. Truly thank you so much for taking your time out to do this dumb thing we do.
Mm-hmm.
No problem, man. I had a blast.
Hell
Absolute
yeah.
blast.
Do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, I'm doing a few things. As you are a podcast, I also run my own podcast, which has actually found unprecedented success. It's called Faturday Omaha. Our podcast was scooped up by NPR. So we are now an NPR entity here in Omaha.
Hell yeah.
And from that NPR entity, our local CBS affiliate has given us a monthly spot on their morning show to talk about food. So when I say I was actually a food scientist, I wasn't kidding.
Woo!
And then I do run a little movie company, I guess, kind of, with my buddy Kevin called Omahero Films. We completed a movie right before the pandemic, and we got that movie scooped up by Troma. Troma is actually putting it on their TromaNow service.
Yeah.
It's called Fowl Uprising. It is the best, worst B schlock movie you've ever seen. It's super low budget, but it's a lot of fucking fun. And I'm doing currently the Twitch stuff when I get bored. Follow me on Live from Studio C. Just playing mostly horror games, Visage and Phasmophobia. Of course, thecutshop.com for merch and stuff, and dropped my first music video in ages on Halloween called The Revenant. which was homage actually to Phasmophobia, the game. So, you know, I'm still out there doing a lot of stuff.
Hell yeah. When I forgot to include this in your intro. It was going to be, if a Silent Hill song has had a melody, this man has sampled it.
That's 100% a fact.
Yeah. Nicole, what do you have to plug?
Oh, I have things. We have a P.O. box where people can mail us stuff if you want. It's in the description. Also, James, if you need, James does things. I can do this.
Yes.
I can do it. James edits audio and mixes and masters recordings. If you need that done, you can email his email, which is something I don't remember.
marshlandmonster@yahoo.com, or just hit us up on Twitter at MSSPODpod.
Hell yeah. And then I'm at Darling Homebody on social media. Go to darlinghomebody.com for creepy cute stuff. I just restocked the holographic resin bat keychains. And patreon.com/darlinghomebody for a monthly sticker, a magnet.
Yeah. Hey guys, check out my music under Marshland Monster. Komatose, you said that you are aware of my music. In which way?
That is correct. I have, I keep tabs on a lot of my peers. I'm not like a super fan of horrorcore music as a general, but I always keep my fingers on what people are doing. And I have heard a lot of people talk about your beats before.
Oh, whoa. Wow. I wish people would use them. Guys.
Yeah, I've heard it many a times, actually. I didn't know people were sleeping, but from what I understood, you were actually a successful producer.
Right. Just as of recently, like a bigger name person, not in music, but in comedy, has scooped me up to be a producer, so I'm hoping that leads to things. But
yeah, hey guys, you need beats? Email James.
Yeah, there's free ones and ones to purchase on MLMpod.com. But there is one thing that there was this one rapper, I will bleep their name out. I believe it was. And
are we talking about the production kid?
Yes, and I felt so bad because he came to me first. This person was extremely difficult to work with. So I was like, hey.
Without question, was he extremely difficult to work with.
And I said, hey, I'm currently not doing this as like a profession. Like I have a day job. I don't have as much time as you clearly need me to. So how about you go over to either this person or that person, which was Komatose and Bad Mind. And then I see Bad Mind post like an image of saying just like, hey, here's a message from this kid. No one work with them. And then you commented saying like, wow, man, I worked with this person too. I was like, I am so sorry, guys. I sent them both your way.
Yeah. Why did you do that?
Because I felt like because I have imposter syndrome of like, hey, I can't do this. So I thought like, a more professional person will be able to be like, here's everything.
Like you thought it was you, but it was them.
No, not at all. That kid was ridiculous. He's like, can't you make this fit to what I'm thinking in my head? Like, bro, no. Like you need to, you wrote like a 13.7 bar. Like, how does that even work? Like, that's not even an even number, not to mention you stopped kind of before that. And he's like, can't you make the beat fit? And can't you think about, and he would type out his lyrics and be like, here's how I need my beat. Read my lyrics and tell me what the beat is. I'm like, oh my God.
My biggest issue with him was him sending emails as if they were text messages, and it was just 20 emails for one subject.
Gosh.
I'm glad you can share that trauma with me, because that was quite possibly one of the more unique stories in the tenure of me producing for people.
Yeah, it was, because also it was a culture shock to me, because everyone I've worked with has been like, hey, James, I know what you do and your goal is to make me sound good. So I just do whatever you want to do. So then when this person of just like, not even like, not liking what I gave them, of just like, asking way too much, I was like, dude, it'll get done when it's done.
Yeah. That kid gave me quite the nightmares for quite a while.
Oh, yeah, it was. That kid is terrible. But if you guys want to hear what I sound like, search Marshland Monster. There's links in the description of this episode. I put out an instrumental thing called Bleached Baseboards that is just like hip hop meets early 80s synth horror stuff. Check out my newest single, Pulpit Aesthetic. I think that's the best thing I've ever done. Check it out, guys. And go over to mlmpod.com where you can buy beats or just download all of my music that I've ever put out that I like to admit that I put out. Anything before that doesn't exist. Then you can also listen to our other podcasts like Shuffling the Deck, This Movie's Gay, Hit It and Crit It. Go over to patreon.com/MLMpod for our exclusive podcasts such as Engage with Nicolas Cage, the Toku Reading Corner, Talking About Beyblade, and This Existed, which your new movie we might do on This Existed now that you say it. Because
that is hilarious. You have to let me know if you do.
We will, and I'll send you you don't need to be behind the paywall. I'll send that to you.
That'd be awesome.
We do like just off-the-wall movies that I'm aware of, and I show my co-host Corey. And
okay, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, what's up?
If you have not seen this movie, I implore you, in the next 72 hours, go watch The Greasy Strangler.
The Greasy Strangler.
Just by you saying that, I know you haven't seen it.
Okay,
but I'll go ahead and say this far. Go ahead and look at your webcam. That is a Greasy Strangler tattoo. All
right, we are going to check out The Greasy Strangler, and hopefully Corey won't be like, hey, this is the last straw.
This movie is the last straw. Trust me. It is so good.
All right, we will check it out.
I mean, it's the Evolved Part 1.
Have you seen the Evolved Part 1?
I have not.
It's on TromaNow, so check it out.
Okay, definitely.
It's bad. Like, make sure you're watching with a friend.
Insane.
It is shit.
Evolved
it's
Part 1.
So funny.
Yes.
Okay, I'm for it. As long as you watch The Greasy Strangler, I will watch Evolved. And Greasy Strangler is free on Amazon Prime.
Okay, hell yeah. We have it for a month.
There you go.
Yeah, go over to patreon.com/MLMpod for all of that goodness. There's so much content over there. And if you're a $10 patron, you get a shout out in every single free feed podcast. So let's begin. I don't have it on me, but I know it by memory. Starting with Steve F. Next, we have Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour. Alex Z, the Waz. Defo, he's a rapper, D-F-O. Then we have Tyler Wright. He's our best friend from our hometown. But is it really our hometown because we now make our home here? Who knows the language? Fumia would. Then we have Elliot W. at Garlic Sunshine on Instagram for their amazing artwork. Jordan B. the Chaos Witch, and my Bickle, my brother in common law, Josh. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you, Komatose, for being here. I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
I've been Komatose.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye-bye.
Beep.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Oh, yeah.